Okay, welcome to our session. This is a virtual college exploration event for Indiana students. If you have questions, you can use the Q&A button to type your questions to the presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones will be turned off. You are muted as well. The panelists cannot see or hear you. Be sure to sign up for more sessions. This is just one of many college presentations offered. You can check out the entire schedule at inacac.org/virtual college exploration. The recording will also be available about a week after the session concludes. I'm going to turn it over to your presenter.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keon Camden. I am an admissions counselor here at BGSU, and today we're going to go over what we have to offer to students in the state of Indiana here at BGSU, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. I'm going to give you guys about a 25 to 30-minute presentation about what we have to offer, and then we'll go over the admissions timeline during that time also. And then I'll open it up for questions to you guys, okay? So today we will go over our community, the ultimate university experience, getting started and next steps, an education that works, and then some ways to stay connected with us. Now, I want to add in, as you guys probably can see, I am broadcasting to you guys from my home as we know that we live in basically a virtual world. So just wanted to throw that out there. Yes, I am at home, so I feel a little bit more at home. I wanted to be able to connect with you guys on that aspect there, okay? Just a second. So here at Bowling Green, the city of Bowling Green has a population of about 31,591 people, okay? We are 70 miles to the Detroit airport, so if for some reason you needed to catch a flight, you would not have to travel an insane amount of hours to get to the nearest airport, okay? We're conveniently placed right off of 75. We are ranked one of the best college towns in the state of Ohio due to affordability and safety. Okay, I'll go over both of those during this presentation at different points in time. Just know those are the two factors that really tie into being ranked as a college town. You'll also find that when you come to BGSU, the entire town is basically surrounded by the city itself. So you'll find yourself running into those that reside there in the city but don't really attend the university. You'll find yourself running into those that might run some of the businesses there, and you'll see that how they all come onto campus throughout the semester and throughout the year to help put on events and things like that. We are 30 minutes to city lights, concerts, and shorelines. I want to point out that like I said, we are conveniently placed right off of 75. So it's about an hour and 45 to Cleveland, 2 hours to Columbus, 3 hours in Cincinnati. Okay, the major ones in the state of Ohio. Excuse me. So here on campus, we house about 20,000 students, okay, with about 17,000 of them being there for their undergrad and 3,000 of them being there for their master's or their doctorate. Out of those 20,000 students, we've got students from all 50 states and from 70 plus countries. And that lands us at a 20% racially and ethnically diverse university. Now, keep in mind, we're always striving to heighten that number, but for right now, we're very satisfied with that number. But please remember, we are always looking to upgrade that number, okay? And also down there at the bottom, we are ranked one of the safest colleges in the US. We actually have our own task force here on the campus of BGSU. So if you call 911 while here on campus, you will be able to have a responder there on site within less than 5 minutes. Now we offer a plethora of different majors and programs here at BGSU, which is something a lot of students love to hear, okay? But if you don't really know what you want to do just yet, don't sweat it, all right? Because we have a program designated just for those students too. And it actually brings in about 45% of our incoming class every single year, all right? But these 200 majors and programs are based out of our main academic colleges, and I'm going to go over those right now. We've got our Arts and Sciences College. We've got our Business College, okay? Excuse me. Our Business College was actually just redone. It's a beautiful building. If you get the chance to come on campus, I would highly recommend taking at least a tour of the campus. It's gorgeous, but definitely make sure you pop in and take a look at our Maurer Center, which was just put in this previous summer. We've got our Education and Human Development College. We've got our Firelands campus. Now, this is a campus, our sister campus. It's based out of Huron, Ohio, and it is housing mainly our two-year associate degree students, but it does have a couple of our majors, our four-year degree majors that are based out of Firelands College, okay? So we'll let you know if you're gonna be participating on Firelands or on main campus, but most of our majors are based here off of main campus. We've got our graduate college, which like I said, is home to those pursuing their master's and their doctorate. We've got our Health and Human Services College. We've got our Honors College, which actually requires an additional application, but this is for students that really want to take it to the next level, all right? These are for students that usually have all throughout high school taking those AP classes and really been trying to get those CCP credits and things like that. They just enjoy that additional workload, okay? You'll embark on different projects and different field trips in the Honors College. You'll even have your own learning theme community that I'll go over later on in the presentation that you can just be in to be around those that are also in the Honors College. You'll get yourself out of that professor preaching to you standpoint and get yourself into a full classroom discussion where you each really pick each other's minds and try to bring out the best in each other, okay? We've got our Musical Arts College and then our Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering College. Now, the deciding student program is that program I hinted on that was for the students that really didn't know what they wanted to do just yet. This program allows you to take a bulk of your gen ed classes, and then maybe if you have a couple of ideas about majors that you really think might be interesting down the road, you can take a class from both of those majors, and while taking the bulk of those gen ed classes to decide, hopefully within the next 1 or 2 years, which one you really want to declare as your major. And then we have the Pathway Program. This is a program that is designated just for students that might not meet our regular admission criteria, but they're not far off, okay? And we still want to give you the opportunity to have the resources BGSU has to offer, be able to attend classes on campus with us, and then hopefully get yourself into that regular admission criteria standpoint after that first year. All we ask is that you achieve a 2.5 GPA your first year and that you complete your additional study hours that we ask of you. You will have an additional academic advisor, and you will have, like I said, some of those additional study hours you'll have to complete. But all in all, after that first year, if you meet those 3 things right there, you will be able to declare whichever major you like to choose. Then we've got our Learning Commons. It is free, has free tutoring, and it is free to our students. It's included in tuition. It's a great place to just knock out a bunch of homework, quiet area, you know, maybe just want to listen to music or read a good book. This is a great area for that. We have a 9-to-1 faculty-staff ratio here at BGSU, which means that you are not going to be a number here, okay? You will have personalized relationships with each and every professor that you meet and each and every faculty and staff member you meet, okay? Because they want what's best for you and they want to see you succeed here at BGSU. You will not see a class size bigger than about 24 to 30, okay? Our average class size is 24, but you might see a little bit bigger classes the first 2 years here on campus when you're in those lecture halls. Our housing, I know that this is a new year, but we actually require students to live on campus their first 2 years if they reside 50 miles outside of BGSU, okay? I apologize for the dog barking in the back, but back to what I was saying, we require that first 2 years you live on campus if you reside 50 miles outside of BGSU's campus, but if you reside 50 miles inside of BGSU's campus, we do allow those students to commute. Now, we do have 10 residence halls and 18 learning themed communities. As of right now, we are unable to give tours of our residence halls, but we do on our website have a 360 virtual tour of all of our halls, okay? So definitely go and check that out at bgsu.edu/virtual, okay? And then we've got these learning themed communities that really make it easy for the students to make that transition from high school to college. It puts you around those that might be in the same exact major as you. They might be in the honors college with you. They might be all in the art building with you. There's a bunch of different variables that go into it, but you'll basically be able to get rid of that icebreaker stage, okay? Now, health and wellness, we know, is a big part of college. It's a big part of the transition. We want to make sure that you're able to keep it in the tip-top shape and form, all right? So we have a number of resources that we offer here at BGSU, one of them being the Falcon Health Center. This is where you can get prescriptions transferred to and get checkups, and it's actually right across the street from the university. So on top of that, we've got our Thrive program, which will actually create personalized fitness programs and diet programs for our students here on campus. And then last but not least is our counseling center, Okay, our counseling center will allow students to basically have someone to go and talk to if they're maybe facing a hardship in college with classes, or maybe something that's going on outside of school. You know, you never know what could be going on in someone's life, and we want to make sure that we've got people there that will listen and support you. Not right. Oh, sorry, not right now. We actually have a bunch of students that love to get involved on campus. Okay, sorry, I apologize for the knocking. Like I said, I am at home just like you guys are. We have 9,600 students that partake in a volunteer service. Okay, so that means that students are allowed to take part in like a disaster relief, things like that. So 9,600 of them have taken part in one of those, and have actually, out of the 9,600, 50% or more have taken part in the second or third one. All right. On top of that, we have 18 NCAA teams here. So these are Division I. We are Division I school. So these are, you will be contacted by a coach if they're interested and want you to come tour the campus and be a part of the team. But there is a way for you to get put on a coach's radar if that is what you would like to do. Just get in contact with me and I'd be able to help you and set that up. We've also got other avenues you can take. We've got 23 club sports and 56 intramural sports. These club sports are like JV. You'll still travel, you'll still face other teams, so it's still very competitive, but it's just not as time consuming. And then we've got these 56 intramural sports, which is just housed here on campus and for students to have fun. And we also have student organizations and Greek life here at BGSU. We've got 400 plus student organizations. And if you don't find one that you really like, you can actually get a group of 10 and create your own. And then we've got, I think there's 7 sororities and fraternities here on campus for our students to take part in, okay? Now that's the first half of my presentation. Now is the second half. I like to call this the nitty gritty. We're gonna get into the bulk of the things that you really need to know if BGSU is on your list of colleges, okay? First things first is to complete an application. Now, note that our application is free until January 15th on our website, bgsu.edu/apply. You can apply via our website or Common App, but if you apply via Common App, you will have to pay that application fee, okay? So first thing, complete that application. Second thing would be to submit all supporting documents, okay? That is your transcripts and your test scores. Now, BGSU does have a test waiver option, not test optional, test waiver option, okay? So if you have been scheduling tests and they've been getting canceled left and right, you can apply without a test score and still receive scholarships, okay? And we will also, if you apply that way, we'll take test scores that you might be able to take later on or maybe even in the spring, and then re-review you for additional scholarship opportunities, okay? So submit those test scores and submit those transcripts, or if you're unable to take a test, just submit your transcripts and then mark on your application that you will not be sending in test scores, okay? Third thing, the review process will begin. This will take about 2 to 4 weeks to receive a decision through email, mail, and text message. We go out to you with 3 different ways so that you know when a decision is made. Next steps, okay? These are very vital. These are what will allow you to be able to set foot, start classes here on campus in the fall. All right, after you've been admitted, you've got your decision, you can then create your My BGSU account and your My BGSU email. This account will allow you to see your classes. It will allow you to buy textbooks. It will allow you to apply for scholarships. It will allow you to see your class. It will allow you to see your class schedule and things, all kinds of things. Okay, it's a number of things this account gives you access to, so it's very vital that you create it as soon as possible. Next would be your scholarships. Okay, when you create this account, you will then gain access to the Searchable Scholarship Guide, which houses 600 plus additional scholarships, okay? So it just takes one application and it will make you eligible for all 600 of them, okay? Now, when your financial aid package comes out, you will know which ones you received and which ones you did not receive, all right? Third thing, the initial housing payment, all right? Now, this housing payment is your commitment to BGSU, all right? It's a $200 payment that reserves a spot here on campus for you, and it is refundable until May 1st, okay? It's refundable until May 1st. Now you'll make that housing payment and then you will select a time that you want to select your room and then you'll be all set, okay? Now our housing does not open up until February 1st of this year, okay? It usually opens up a little bit sooner, but due to the pandemic and everything that's going on, our timelines are shifted just a little bit. So February 1st is when you can formally start to commit to BGSU, okay? Fourth thing and last thing would be that SOAR orientation, which is actually your freshman orientation. This is when you will come to campus, you'll receive your class schedule, you'll meet your faculty and staff, you'll meet your incoming classmates, and then you'll be able to embark on a day full of events just for you and your family to welcome you to the Falcon family, okay? Now I want to hit on a lot of our scholarships. The deadline for all of our scholarships is January 15th. So we lined up the free application and the scholarships that way, okay? So make sure you get an application in just so you're eligible to apply for those scholarships, because we know everybody wants scholarships, right? Everybody wants scholarships. So definitely don't make it a crunch time when you apply and then you don't have much time to apply for those scholarships, okay? Now moving on, we have the Falcon Tuition Guarantee here at BGSU. So that means that whatever you come in paying before scholarships and aid, that is what you'll pay all 4 years, okay? It won't move on you, all right? So for my Ohio residents, we're looking at about $21,750 and some change. And then for my non-Ohio residents, it's about $29,739 and some change. Now listen, if you have either a 3.0 or a 20 ACT or a 1040 SAT, we knock that non-resident fee right in half and give you a scholarship that we call BG Success, okay? So that'll knock that down to about, I'd say, 25,000 instead of 29,000. That's a big jump, okay? It's a big jump. It's a way of BGSU letting you know that we understand it's a little bit harder looking outside of your hometown and your home state, but we are here, we want to take care of you, we want to be here for you, okay? We understand. Next, every single incoming freshman will receive an automatic and renewable scholarship, okay? But what you receive is all dependent on you and how hard you worked in high school, because it is determined by your GPA and your test scores, okay? So you use this URL down here at the bottom, bgsu.edu/scholarship calculator, and you put in your test score and you put in your GPA, and you'll be able to see what range you fall in between for this automatic and renewable scholarship. Now, you will know what you qualified for this scholarship in November, okay? So if you apply before the end of this month, you will know what you were going to be receiving in automatic and renewable scholarships by November. Now, a lot of our scholarships like to look and see a test score and a FAFSA on file, okay? So start early, get it out of the way. It actually has been open for almost 2 weeks now. So if you haven't done it just yet, maybe want to get on it before the end of next week. Get it submitted, make sure you put BGSU down. You can list up to 10 schools on it to receive it right when you submit it. You would do this at studentaid.gov, and our school code is 003018. Now, as for an education here that works, it does. I promise you it does. We have a number of reasons why and a number of statistics to support that, okay? So we give 300 plus students the opportunity to take up a co-op or an internship, okay? And we call this the Falcon Internship Guarantee. And we do this because we know that you can fall in love with the university, you can fall in love with the coursework, you can fall in love with your professors, okay? But what you really need to fall in love with is the work that you're going to be doing once you receive that degree, okay? So we want to get you on the front line, we want you to be able to experience it in real life time as soon as possible, okay? So like I said, 300 of those are given out every single year. Our alumni number is standing at 183,000. This is worldwide, okay? And these alumni love to come back to BGSU. They love to interact with BGSU students, and they love to hire future BGSU alumni, okay? So when you get the chance, if you come to BGSU, you get the opportunity to interact with an alumni, definitely at least exchange your email accounts with them, because you never know where that networking opportunity may lead you in the next 2 to 3 years, all right? And then if you'll take your eyes there to the right, 97% of our graduates report that they're employed, have started graduate school, or starting their own business within 6 months. It works. I promise it works, because we want nothing more than for you to succeed and meet all the goals you've set in stone for yourself. And especially after those 4 years you dedicated, you deserve it. You deserve it. We're just a stepping stone, but we want to make sure we're one of the most solid stepping stones that you can have for a college degree. We want you guys to stay connected with us, though. We've got a number of different social media platforms that we're on. We're on Facebook. We've got one for our students and one for our parents. The one for our students, which is BGSU Class of 2025, it's actually where a lot of our incoming freshmen find their classmates, because they're able to interact with all the incoming freshmen. So it's pretty good, pretty fun time for the students. And then if parents want to get to know other parents, BGSU Parents, that is for you. We've got a Twitter, which is @BGSU, and we have an Instagram, which is @official BGSU, okay? And then last but not least, we have a Snapchat at official BGSU also. We post on these all regularly. I know that we also have a TikTok, but I'm not too sure what that one is just yet, okay? That is the end of my presentation for you all. I want to thank you so much for coming today. And if you guys have any questions, now is the time for the Q&A, and I'm ready and willing to answer any of them. I'm not seeing any questions here, so I think everyone might be fully prepared. They understand BGSU, but if not, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me. My email is kcamden@bgsu.edu, and my extension at the university is 419-372-2034. Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us. After you close this window, you'll see a quick survey. We encourage you to complete that. Be sure to sign up for additional sessions. You can check out the schedule at the following link. And a recording will be available. All sessions are recorded and will be available at https://inacac.org/virtual-college-exploration. Thank you again for joining us.